A little bit ago, I made a video on how to make a song like Telekinesis by Travis Scott. Now I'm going to show you how I made all of the sounds using the free synth Fiddle. First sound is this electric piano right here, which sounds like this. The way I did this is I took a saw wave and I just added a low pass setting here and I just brought that down. It sounds more like a sine wave, but not quite. I brought up the unison and I have the detune pretty low. I also added a randomizer and I brought it over to this pitch just so that way it has a little bit of like a wobble. The second sound is also a sine wave, but I messed with the harmonics here just to make it just not quite like a normal sine wave, just to give it some more character. I brought up the attack and then I also brought up the decay a little bit, and then the sustain I also brought down, so that way it kind of fades a little bit. Make sure to also have the velocity track set to 100. These are the effects. Feel free to copy the settings here, but I have a phaser. I also have some chorus, a little bit of reverb, not too much, nothing crazy. 2.7 seconds, and then I also have a delay. For the bass, I just have a saw wave, again bringing the low pass in. Turn the unison all the way up with very low detune, with very low detune. Detune. Also with a low pass filter. I added just a little bit of distortion, some chorus, some reverb, and delay. You don't need to go too crazy here. The last sound, the low electric piano, it's real similar to the first one. I just have my normal sine wave and I mess with it a little bit. And then I have another saw wave and I just mess with these harmonics just to give it some more character. Here's how you mess with the harmonics. If you have your initial preset and you just bring up the unison, bring on the detune, add the low pass filter. And then if you press this edit button, you can see here, you can mess with the harmonics. So if I just kind of go randomly in, it creates a new waveform. Be sure to bring up the attack a lot and just raise this knob so that way it kind of fades in. And for the string, I just use the Xenology preset. A couple free string options are Audiolatry, which sounds like this. Another option would be Spitfire Audio's BBC Symphony Orchestra. If you want the presets, I'll drop them on my website. I'll see y'all later.